So you clicked on the video and you probably saw Plants vs Zombies with a super low budget. Now you're probably thinking, what's a low budget? And what the heck is this challenge? Well, the thumbnail tells you, but I'm here to explain more. Here's the original part in the description where I did 100 sun or less. And well, you know what today is. Can you beat Plants vs Zombies with a super low budget? Before we start, we have a few rules. First of all, and the number one rule is only plants that are 50 sun or less are allowed. And the second rule is X-5 and X-10 do not count because those are like conveyor belt levels, so I'm not going to do any of those. Also, one other thing is that we're going to have a difficulty meter, and it's really simple in concept. So basically dark green is the hardest difficulty, and the highest difficulty is dark red. Let's begin on 1-4 where the challenge really starts. And we're starting off horribly. Not only 1-2 and 1-3 were impossible because Sunflower alone cannot win, Walnut alone cannot win. Because there are so many zombies compared to how fast I can place my walnuts. And Walnut can't attack, obviously. So 1-4 is impossible, sadly. 1-5 isn't part of the challenge, obviously. But hey, we unlock Potato Mine, which leads me into 1-6. Because holy cow, Walnut and Potato Mine are low-key like a good duo. Also, Coneheads are basically non-threatening. But you know who is threatening? Yeah.
You eat all my beans?
Are you sure about that?
The problem is that Pole Vaulter is fast. Like, he should definitely sign up for the Olympics. And you know what? Even a bigger problem is that Potato Mine takes forever to arm itself, so it would just sit underground for like 8 years, come up and get eaten by the Pole Vaulter, which is a problem. So you're probably thinking, oh, 1-7 should be possible because, well, we beat 1-6, right? It's just one level after 1-6. Yeah, no. This level has 2 flags, which, if that doesn't say much, I don't know what does. Mind you, my only plants are Sunflower, Walnut, and Potato Mine. Potato Mine is the only plant that can actually attack, and it's 2 flags. Like, what can I say about it? 1-8 is actually possible. You wanna know why? Because it's 1 flag. I know, crazy concept, but yeah, having it 1 flag really does make a fat difference. And plus, there's no Pole Vultures. It's really just Bucketheads, but Potato Mine one-shots them anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Other than that, you will lose a lot of lawnmowers, but you should be fine with like enough stalling, you know? 1-9 is overall, not a fun time. First of all, I tried using this strategy where you place Potato Mine in front of the Walnut. Yeah, you can see how that went. Pole Vultures are like super slim, so yeah, they ain't touching the Potato Mines. So yeah, this level is really not possible, and even if that did work, it's 2 flags. Yeah, 2 flags with Walnut and Potato Mine. Yeah, it's not possible. But hey, we got a cool editor because why not, I guess. But let's just move on. Let's just move on. Okay, this is where I review every plant we unlocked that we can use. Potato Mine, Walnut, and Sunflower. Overall, their ranking is an A rank, because they are vital in this challenge. But let's move on to World 2 where things get better. You're probably questioning why I even said, well, better. And because that plant right there makes this world really easy. Like, so easy that it's boring. But let me explain. First of all, Pushroom is a free plant you get, and it is also free. It costs 0 sun, and that's great. It also does solid damage and is spammable as heck. So basically OP plant, because everyone knows it's OP to some degree. Okay, so I'm already bored of spamming Pushrooms, so let's do a quiz because why not? And because in my class we had this question pop up. Is Crumble Cookie underrated or overrated? If you've never been to Crumble Cookie, it's basically just a place where they sell cookies. Do they crumble? Yeah, I mean it's cookies, but hey, it has some nice cookies. Me personally, I think it's a bit overrated, honestly. But yeah, overall, 2-2 is not hard. I mean, like, you just spam puff shrooms for your life, and basically want it.
No, 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 no. Wait.
Who knew a guy with fedora would be the most threatening zombie in this world? I know you can just use potato mine, but this guy takes so much patience and has so much HP. Finally, it's not the easiest difficulty anymore. So this difficulty is light green. It's slightly difficult because there's more screen doors. Yay, my favorite. Honestly, the hardest part is the grave ambushes because I have no way to take away gravestones.
What the hell? Brother, this guy stinks! Oh my god, no way,
The only reason this level is easy is because potato mine. I mean, heck, you can just spam mushrooms and probably still win. But overall, football is honestly just a joke because he ran into my potato mines pre-placed both times. Like, dude, this level is extra boring because he kept doing that. Overall though, just watch out for the grave ambushes before you fall into a grave mistake, danger. Well, I'm just gonna move on. Seems like the zombies hit puberty, so this level is interesting. I mean, the zombies are definitely changing for the better in their fits and how they look. But overall, this level is easy because Scaredy Shroom, he's not the best plant, but he basically is long-range puff shroom, which is a good thing, obviously. Okay, before 2-8 starts, I just want to show y'all this because this looks so funny upside down. Like, I just noticed this too. It looks like a question mark. Like, upside down, it looks like a question mark for some reason. Now, don't question why Disco is there, because now Disco messes up everything, but it looks like a question mark formation, which is weird. Disco, like I said in every other challenge, do not underestimate him. I know he's just Disco and kind of goofy, but like, don't underestimate him, because if he gets the upper hand on you, you basically lose. 2-9 is also the same story. Just spam Scaredies, don't underestimate Disco, and you should be chillin'. Okay, time to review every plant we got. So we got my boy Puff Shroom, Scaredy, and Sun Shroom. Overall, I rank them a solid B rank.
Too easy!
Because, I mean, they're very good in the nighttime world. Like, what can I say? You're probably thinking, is 3-1 even possible? Yes, it actually is. Just because we were in the pool doesn't mean that Potato Mine fell off the board yet. Dove too deep? Dipped in the water too much? Okay, let me be serious. Potato Mine is actually pretty viable still in the pool. Yes, it can't go in 2 rows, which is hurting it a lot, but Potato Mine is my only attacker, so I had to basically work with it. But you know who else is also useful? Walnut. Walnut can go in the water lanes, so that's awesome. You know what else is awesome? Is that this level is only 1 flag. And, you know, lawnmowers are still a thing. Now, we don't have pool cleaners yet, so we're gonna have to rely on lawnmowers and stacking zombies up in 1 tile so the lawnmower can knock them all out. If you do that, you unlock Potato Mine 2.0. You're probably gonna tell me, oh, football is more threatening. No, newspaper is more threatening. It doesn't matter. Unironically, both of them are not threatening in this level at all. But since you made it to this part of the video so far, maybe you can hit that like and subscribe button. Because if you're enjoying the content, I mean, you might well enjoy the entire channel, so hey. Let's just talk about the level first. First of all, 3-2 has 2 flags. Of course, because it's 3-2 and we gotta have 2 flags because of the 2. Yay. 2, we have Squash, which is amazing, honestly. He's really just Potato Mine, but like way better in every way, shape, and form. Only thing that makes him slightly worse than Potato Mine is the pricing. Doesn't really matter though, because we're running a super low budget challenge, so it doesn't really matter. And plus we still have Walnut. So, let's talk about the level. First of all, 2 flags, like I said. Duh, that's a problem. Cause the longer the levels, the more zombie come out, and the more zombie that come out, the more of a struggle. But having Squash in the water lane makes a fat difference, because he's able to actually crush the zombies all in one tile in the water, aka what Potato Mine could have done, but better here because it jumps over one tile. Basically, I'm telling you that if you stall in the right way, you can beat this level, but you really have to have some good RNG and stall in the right way, because if you ever so slightly mess up, oh, it's over. Wait, you're still on 3-2? Well, yeah, I didn't beat the first round. Like I said, I had to have good RNG, or good luck. I didn't have that the first round. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. So this run was, watch.
It's no use! No. Wait. Perfect.
And that, my friends, is what you call skill and a sprinkle of luck to a level. We're back with 3-3. Okay, so this level is interesting. Basically the same thing as the last level, but Snorkel is here, which isn't really threatening, honestly. Yeah, I guess it's kind of annoying that he's faster than, you know, some other zombies, but he's really not that bad, to be honest. Literally, just play Squash, put every zombie to 1x1 tile, boom, Squash handles everything. And use walnuts to obviously stall. Now, obviously, you're probably thinking, was there like a clutch moment? Yeah, the final wave got a bit too deep into the pool, so you'll see. Now, having Tangle Coat makes things a lot easier, but trust me, moments like these are still gonna happen. "3-4 is basically the same as 3-1, 3-2, and 3-3. I know, crazy, but still, we have new paper, once again, a complete joke because we only use instas basically, and Pushroom can't attack in the daytime, so yay. Also, having Tangle Coat in the water, oh gosh, dude saves the run, or makes it a lot easier to do with the water lanes. But another zombie that we saw earlier is Pole Vaulter, and I said he was annoying, but later on, he becomes an actual threat. So stay tuned for that if you want to see him destroy me for some reason. And yeah, basically this level is pretty simple, and I'll just show you the final wave because the final wave is interesting. And we finally unlocked the shop. Finally, no more gatekeeping. And now we can get the pool cleaners.
What the hell? Oh my god, no way.
This level only made me question how bobsleds actually work, because bobsleds are kinda weird. So we have Zombonis, a zombie that crushes things in this way. We only have like 2 counters against him, which is Potato Mine Squash. For some reason, bobsled just did not show up. So yeah, this level wasn't difficult, it just, bobsled just don't show up for some reason. Like, I'm not playing, it's just weird. Overall though, really simple level, spam Tangle Coat in the water, and you're basically good. Oh hey, the guys I've been questioning. bobsleds finally showed up. Who was shocked? But bobsleds are here, and they're more, yeah, they're a threat, if you couldn't tell. First of all, it's 4 zombies, like, come on, that's enough said, because 4 zombies is a lot. And before you say, just squash them, I kinda have to, like, make them group up so I can squash all of them at once, or else I'm basically wasting the squash. Overall, though, this level was, once again, tense, but it wasn't the worst thing ever. For some reason in my CapCut, like, recording edit, I'm kind of confused because for some reason 3.8 has like a super long section, and I'm like, why? Because this level is like really not difficult at all. I do lose lawnmowers, yes, don't get me wrong, but I have like 3 lawnmowers at the end, which is a lot easier to say than having 0. Also, Dolphin Rider is not a threat. We have Squash and Tangle Kelp, and you can just bait him out with Lily Pad, so he's really not threatening. Unless there's like a stack of them, then yes, but overall, not threatening at all. Let's move on. And y'all thought the streak would keep going. Y'all thought pool was all the way clear. You thought, man, we can beat this whole entire world with just Potato Mine, Tangle Kelp, and Squash. 3-1, not a 1. 3-9 could be possible, but in my attempts, I did not beat it. Did I get close? Yes, I definitely did. But gosh, the final wave is just way too much. You have Zombonis, you have Bobsled possibly, and that already sucks. You have Pole Vultures and Dolphin Rider to deal with. And yeah, too many zombies, too little time, and well, 3-9 is sadly impossible for now. Review time. So we got Lily Pad, Squash, and Tangle Kelp. D rank easily. Because 2 of these plants are aquatic and 1 of them is not. Squash hard carried the ranking by a long shot. So yeah, overall these plants are pretty good in their world, but outside their world they're not great, besides Squash. Let's move on to World 4 where things get a bit more boring. You know what they say, fog is a world. It's definitely not my favorite world. This is like my least favorite world to go through in every single challenge, easily. But hey, at least we got Sea Shroom. Yay! A Puff Shroom that's worse, but can go in the water. You're probably thinking 4-2 was the worst thing to ever exist because Football and Jack are not the nicest combo. But we have Sea Shroom, so it doesn't matter. Okay, fine, we have Puff Shrooms, okay, jeez. We have Puff Shroom and Squash, so this level was super easy. But let's talk about Sea Shroom a bit more. Sea Shroom costs 0 sun. Amazing. He can go in the water and only the water. But, oh gosh, I don't know what PopCap and them were thinking, but their cooldowns are so long. I know it'd be broken if you could just spam them, but gosh, their cooldown is so long, and they only have 3 tiles of like sight in front of them, which also sucks. Overall, Sea Shroom is okay, because at least he's for free, but he still ain't good. Heck, ask any YouTuber that plays PvZ, or anyone that plays PvZ, and they'll probably tell you Sea Shroom is like F tier. Balloon Zombie is not interesting at all. The only reason this is light green difficulty is because the RNG of him. If he goes in the wrong lane, you lose. It's on the spot. Every level with Balloon Zombie is possible because all you have to do is just spam Puff Shroom to kill every other zombie, and pray that Balloon Zombie doesn't want to be mean that day. Other than that, it's really simple, and I'm skipping every other Balloon Zombie level because there's not much to say on them, besides pray for RNG.
Miners! Miners!
The last level I'll be talking about for, well, Fog is 4-6, because every level after this is either just straight up boring, or I guess you have Pogo, which is threatening, quote unquote, but you can just squash them, or heck, just spam Puff Shrooms. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, Puff Shrooms are like really good, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, other than that, Diggers are not threatening, Pogos aren't threatening, Balloons are just annoying, but like I said, pray for RNG and you're good. And yeah, let's just move on to the review. Sea Shroom and Plantern, okay, so only 2 plants. Both of them are E rank.
shoot.
Okay, not both of them.
Not
Maybe the
like
team is an E rank. Planturn is only bad, quote unquote, because he can't be used outside of fog. And shroom is just bad. I mean, like, come on, do I have to say anything for him? It's literally just a mushroom, but worse in every way, shape, and form. But let's move on to the final world of the game, World 5. Okay, Bungee Zombie's not a threat. I just have the editing like camera on here just for fun. Honestly, this level is interesting. Actually, Roof as a whole is interesting because it's similar to World 3 in the sense of clutch moments and a lot of complications, I guess. So let's say this. 5-1 has no roof cleaners, which is a kind of a problem. And 2, it has no fire pots because we haven't unlocked them yet. "5-2 is just the same tale told over and over. Only difference is that there's a new character. Okay, it's new, quote unquote, but it's just pole vaulter. And basically, it's the same thing in the last level, but worse because more zombies. "5-3 is literally the same thing, but ladder zombies. Which, ladder zombies are actually like probably the biggest threat in this world to come. Because here's the thing, is that they're fast, they can stop my walnuts, and yeah, they're fast, which is not good. Overall though, it's not a bad level, it's pretty simple. "5-7. You're probably questioning why we're not on 5-4. And well, the results of that didn't go well. But this is kind of funny.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, now I know when you look at Garlic, you don't think of him as like a good plant. He's more situational because, you know, he's only used in a few like strategies in the game. But here he's overall like a really good plant. Now, is it S tier? No, far from that. But it's just all like B tier. Like, it allows me to make zombies only go like in certain areas. And it's really good because the more zombies that are cramped, the less instants I have to use because the instant can kill everything on that one tile. But yeah, this level was not too bad. Catapults are really annoying because I have no way to really answer them besides squash. But I need squash for every other zombie, so yeah. This level is this level kinda sucks. The big man himself, 5-8 has Gargantuars. They're a problem because, yeah, they crush everything in their way. Basically Zombonis, but way tankier, I think a bit faster overall, and yeah, they have an imp, which is also really annoying. We also unlocked Marigold last level, which, he's not good. He's Marigold, like, it's gonna be Marigold regardless. I mean, it's nice to have, but it's not anything crazy. But back to Gargantuars. The Gargantuars are a problem. If you have bad RNG and you use a lawnmower early on and you don't have a lawnmower later on, you better hope you have potato mine and squash ready. But also hope that you don't need them for any other zombies. Because if you throw the imp and the imp gets to the back, it's basically GG's unless you have like a walnut to stall it. Yeah, overall this level isn't too bad, but like, gosh. Yeah, Gargantuars are a problem. It's also only 2 flags, which is like the saving grace in this level, because if it wasn't 2 flags, then yeah, it probably wouldn't go so well. But yeah, good RNG with the Gargantuars and you should be good. Also, fun fact is that Gargantuars can't pop up in the top lane, so that's why I didn't prioritize that lane too much, because they only can pop up in the 4 rows at the bottom, which is a useful tip to know actually. But other than that, yeah, this level wasn't bad. Spam potato mines, spam your squashes. I guess you could bring Garlic if you want to. You have no one else to really bring, so might as well. And I guess bring Marigold if you want to. But other than that, this level is possible. So if you really sat here and thought, is 5-9 possible with 50 or less sun? Then you'd be wrong, sadly. Now, is it actually possible? Who knows? Maybe another YouTuber will randomly do it one day. But let's just say for this, and for now, that it's impossible because holy cow, it's 3 flags. It has jacks, Gargantuars, ladders, And yeah, and bungees, which, well, all of them suck in some way. Because catapults are annoying, because they shoot everything in the back, and they will crush everything in front of them whenever they run out of basketballs. Gargantuars are Gargantuars. Jack is Jack, and that's enough said. And bungees, which are fine. They're really threatening, but they're still annoying regardless. So, is it sad that this final level is impossible? Yes. But, did we still do well? Yes, but no. So, you made it to the end. Now, it really puts in perspective on how many plants are needed. Also, you can like and subscribe if you want to, because you're already a cool enough person, so you don't need to, but it would be cool if you did. It'd be cooler if you did, but yeah, it really puts it in perspective of how many plants do you really need in this game, because if you can beat most of the game with just 50 sun and less, then do you really need melon pole and starfruit? No, but they're cool plants, and people like plants like 3-peter because they're cool plants. But other than that, I am out.